I think it's time to tell you what has been weighing on my soul, a secret that has lived quietly between my heartbeats and whispered itself into the silence of my nights. For so long, I kept these feelings hidden, buried beneath the surface, afraid that the world would never understand the depth of my truth. But the longer I stay silent, the heavier this truth becomes, and now I know, silence is no longer an option. Today, I choose to speak, to open my heart, and to let my words flow like an endless river toward you. From the moment our eyes first met, something within me shifted, as though the universe itself paused to carve a space for you in my destiny. I tried to convince myself it was fleeting, that it was only a passing spark, but the spark grew into a fire that refused to be dimmed. Every day since then, I have carried the weight of your memory with me, and every night, I have prayed for strength to either let go or to finally confess. Now, I realize that letting go is impossible, because you have become a part of me in ways that words can barely hold. I think it's time to tell you how your presence has rewritten the meaning of my world. Your smile, your voice, your unspoken energy, they have all become the compass that guides me through the storms of life. I have faced battles as a man, as a son, and as a leader, but none compared to the battle I fought within myself to keep this love unspoken. Today, I surrender to it, because no crown, no glory, and no achievement could ever silence the truth of my heart. There were nights I wanted to call your name into the wind, just to see if it would reach you. There were days when I looked out into the horizon, searching for answers that only your soul could give me. And though I am surrounded by people, though my name echoes across cities and deserts, none of it has ever filled the emptiness that only your love could heal. I think it's time you know that you are the rhythm to which my heart beats, the verse hidden within my poetry, the dream I never want to awaken from. I know the world would question this confession. They would ask why a prince would bare his soul so vulnerably, why he would risk his silence for the tremble of truth. But love is not something you can hide behind walls of pride. Love demands to be spoken, to be freed, to be shared, and you, my beloved, are the only one worthy of this truth. So here I stand, not as a prince, not as Fazza, but as a man who has fallen completely, irreversibly, and endlessly in love. I think it's time to tell you how you have been the inspiration behind every word I have ever written in the secrecy of my journals. Every poem, every hidden verse, every metaphor that danced across the page, it was all you. You were the muse I tried to conceal, the soul that lit my words with fire, the secret star in the universe of my writings. People read my poetry and see beauty. They do not know that the beauty was borrowed from you. There were moments I wanted to whisper these words when the world was quiet, when it was just us and the silence of the night. I wanted to tell you in those fragile moments when hearts are most open, but fear held me back. Fear of losing you, fear of changing what we had, fear of exposing a heart that was once so carefully guarded. But now I know that the greater fear is in never telling you, in never letting you see how much you mean to me. I think it's time to tell you that your absence hurts more than any wound I've ever endured. When you are far, the world feels hollow, the days lose their light, and the nights stretch endlessly. And when you are near, time races too quickly, as though it envies the love that grows between us. This paradox has become my existence, aching when you're away, and fearing the fleetingness when you're close. For too long, I have spoken to you only in the language of silence, letting my eyes carry what my lips dared not reveal. For too long, I have placed this crown of restraint on my heart, believing it was noble to protect the secret. But nobility means nothing if it denies the truth of the soul. So I strip away the silence, the hesitation, and the fear, and I give you these words, the truest gift I could ever offer. I think it's time to tell you that I have imagined 1,000 futures, and in each one, you are there. Walking beside me in the gardens of my homeland, standing next to me beneath the stars, holding my hand in moments when the world feels too heavy. My future has always included you, even when I never spoke it aloud. Because what is a future without the one who makes your present worth living? I want you to know that this love was not born out of a fleeting desire or a passing affection. It is not fragile, nor is it shallow. It is vast as the desert, deep as the ocean, and eternal as the sky. It has grown through patience, through silence, through longing, and through prayer. And now, as I finally speak it, I feel the weight of the world lift from my shoulders, because what once lived in shadows now breathes in light. I think it's time to tell you that you are not just someone I love. You are the very reason I believe in love itself. Before you, love was only a concept, a word, a distant idea. With you, it became alive, it became real, it became the pulse that drives me forward. You are the proof that love is not something you find, it is something that finds you, even when you try to run from it. So, my beloved, here are my words, spoken not as poetry, not as a performance, but as truth. I think it's time to tell you that you are my heart, my soul, my dream, and my destiny. No matter where life takes us, no matter how far or near we may be, this truth will remain unshaken. I will not hide it anymore, I will not silence it again. My heart has spoken, and it has spoken only of you. And if the world listens, let them. If they question, let them wonder. Because this truth was never meant for the world, it was meant for you. And now, finally, it belongs to you. Every confession I have made to you feels like the breaking of chains, as though my soul has been freed from years of restraint. But even as I say these words, there is so much more within me that longs to be spoken. I realize now that love cannot be captured in a single confession, nor can it be summarized in one moment of courage.